guys, this is James with RogueDuelist Trade, and on this channel, we talk about current and upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh product and whether or not you should invest your money in order to profit. So guys, the information we've all been waiting for is finally here. We know all of the cards that are gonna be coming out of the 2020 Megatons of Lost Memories. Man, so people were super underwhelmed with the exclusive cards that were coming out of the Megatons, but man, I think a lot of people are surprised with the amount of high value reprints that we're actually gonna be seeing in this product, which is basically every possible good reprint that you would expect out of the core sets from 2019. So guys, we're gonna do something very different in this video. What we're gonna do is go over the top 10 estimated chase cards coming out of the 2020 Megatons. So what I did was pull a report from TCG Player on all of the cards that are getting reprinted in the Megatons and capturing their current value in the marketplace. We are going to use data to determine what is the correct percentage to put against all of these cards so we can estimate what each card's value is going to be in the Megatons. So I'm sure you guys are thinking, how the heck can you do that without seeing in the future? Well guys, we have data to help us. So we're gonna use data to help make some really strong estimates. Now it's not going to be 100% correct, but I'm hoping that on average, it's going to be fairly accurate. So get ready, this is gonna be a fun video. Now guys, something exciting in my past videos, I have been talking about the first ever Yu-Gi-Oh investment Patreon, which is going to debut for RogueDuelist Trade. I am partnering with one of the biggest names in the Yu-Gi-Oh vending and tournament communities, which is Pro Play Games, also known as PPG. I've mentioned that specific patrons will get access to exclusive content, such as ratios on product release, and also exclusive information that can be confirmed within the distributor and vending community. But I would say one of the most exciting things about this Patreon is that you are going to be able to buy product depending on which patron tier that you select. So within 1 week or less, we are going to be debuting this Patreon, and we're going to be piloting how many people we're going to allow to buy product. And one of the first products that's going to be available for pre-sale is the Megatons. We are only going to allow 5 patrons into this pilot program of being able to pre-order product. And once we prove that it is a success, we are going to grow that program as much as we can, but there are restraints with logistics, so we can only take on so many. And something that I can assure you guys, the price points that we're going to be pre-selling cases for is going to be closest to wholesale rate, and it will be cheaper than anything else that you can find on your own through the internet. So guys, keep an eye out of another video that's coming that's going to be giving a lot more information and also giving you guys an example of content that you will see on this Patreon. All right guys, so to support this channel, if you want to help the YouTube algorithm, like this video. Also, if you like Yu-Gi-Oh investment content, especially for Yu-Gi-Oh product, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and you can also join my Yu-Gi-Oh Investments Facebook group. You can find links to all of that down in the description below. All right guys, without further ado, let's go over the top 10 potential chase cards, at least in value, in the 2020 Megatons of Lost Memories. So as we do in most of my videos, let's do a quick overview of this product. So the market launch is 8/28/2020, end of August. The set contains 249 cards, so it's a ton of cards that we're gonna be seeing reprints of. 27 prismatics, 50 ultras, 37 supers, 21 rares, and 114 commons. So guys, take into account that we have about 77 higher rarity slots that have the opportunity to be filled. At the time of recording this video, we don't know the rarities, but I think a lot of these high value cards will likely take these places. So each Megaton is going to have 3 mega packs, and each pack will have 18 cards in it, which includes a prismatic, 2 ultras, 2 supers, 1 rare, and 12 commons. So within a tin, because you're getting 3 packs, you're gonna get 3 prismatics, 8 ultras, 8 supers, 3 rares, and 36 commons. So cards that are being reprinted are directly from core sets from 2019. It includes Savage Strike, Dark Neostorm, Rising Rampage, Chaos Impact, and the Infinity Chasers. But also note that we are getting the longly awaited Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. We're also gonna be getting 3 world premiere cards, which is basically Dark Magician and Blue Eyes Support. I would say that those 3 cards are likely gonna be desired more by the casual player or the collector. All right, so let's go ahead and start looking into the data. So before I kind of show you guys the raw data of what I'm calculating here in this spreadsheet, so this number right here, 54.58%, is the number that we are going to use to estimate the value of all of the reprints in this product. So I came up with this by using 3 data points, and I'm sure I could have dug in and figured out a lot of other data points from previous sets, but I wanted to get this video out quickly, and I figured this is going to be close enough as an average. So both Signet Mining and Fantastical Dragon Phantasme had reprints coming out of Duel Overload just earlier this year. And in addition to Pot of Extravagance, which got a reprint in Toon Chaos, all 3 of these cards are going to be getting a 3rd reprint already this year. So what I did was calculate the retained value in the reprints from Duel Overload and the reprint from Toon Chaos. So looking at Signet Mining, we simply took the current reprint cost from Duel Overload and divided that by the original print, and in this example, Signet Mining. So we took 7 divided by roughly $12, which gave us a value retention rate of 58.38%. So with Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, we did the same thing, which gave us a rate of 46%. And we did the same with Pot of Extravagance by taking its Toon Chaos value, dividing it by its original print value, and that gave us a rate of 59%. So we took an average of these 3 rates, and we're estimating a value retention rate of 54.58% for all of the reprints coming out of the 2020 Megatons. So here's a quick example. So the current value of Infinitrack Fortress Megaclops is $8.21 as the lowest value currently on TCG Player. So what we're doing is we're taking that value retention rate and multiplying it by the lowest value on TCG Player, which is giving us an estimated value of $4.48. So the idea here is that every time there's a reprint, the overall value of the reprint is going to be significantly less in most cases, considering its original print. Although there are other factors that we can't really estimate, which is what are the actual rarities going to be and what are the actual ratios. But I think right now, taking this value retention rate and just putting it through the entire list from the Megatons will be fairly accurate. It's definitely not going to be 100% accurate, but I think it's going to give us a very good idea of how this set is going to perform from a vending standpoint if you guys are investing in the Megatons. So guys, let's go ahead and jump into the top 10 chase cards in terms of estimated value with our retention rate that we're estimating. Chase card number 10 is Infinitrack Anchor Drill. So the original print value on TCG Player is the lowest value is currently $13.98. And the estimated value based on the retention rate that we're using brings the value of Infinitrack Anchor Drill to $7.63. So Infinitrack Anchor Drill is one of the core cards in the Infinitrack engine. Its original print is from Infinity Chasers as a secret rare, and there wasn't really a ton of good cards that came out of Infinity Chasers, so this one definitely rose to the top. And again, and in terms of value using our rate, this one came as number 10. Chase card number 9 is Abomination's Prism. Abomination's Prism came out of Chaos Impact. Its current lowest value on TCG Player is $14 as of the recording of this video, and the RDT estimated value using our retention rate is $7.64. Abomination's Prism is one of the higher dollar cards because anything that usually searches from the deck, such as like Nadir Servant that just came out of Rise of the Duelist. So using our data, that's why this came out to number 9. Chase card number 8 is Cherubini Ebon Angel of the Burning Abyss. This card is the heart and soul of the Burning Abyss strategy, now making this probably an even more affordable strategy because it's one of the higher dollar cards from the archetype. It came out of Dark Neostorm. Its current price in the marketplace right now is roughly $17 as the low from TCG Player, and its estimated value using a retention rate is $9.28. Definitely a longly awaited reprint, especially from Dark Neostorm. One of the furthest sets from the Megatons in terms of time. Definitely something that people are excited for, and based on the data, that's why this is number 8. Chase card number 7 is Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax. Avermax came out of Dark Neostorm as well as a secret rare, one of the more chased after cards from Dark Neostorm, and it's also one of the better generic Link 4 monsters. Avermax current price in the marketplace on TCG Player is roughly $19.99 is the low, and its RDT estimated value using our rate again is sitting at $10.91. Chase card number 6. IP Masquerena actually came as an ultra rare from Chaos Impact and very well could see a rarity bump as a prismatic out of the megatins. Her current value right now in TCG Player is $21.99 as a low, and its RDT estimated value using our retention rate is exactly $12. Now, something to consider, if IP Masquerena does get a rarity bump as a prismatic, it very well could rival the previous price point from Chaos Impact, or if anything, the Chaos Impact value may go down and then this one goes up and hits about the $22 mark. So again, this isn't going to be the perfect way to measure value for these cards in the megatins, although I would say that there's likely going to be a level of accuracy to some extent, and on average, I think we're going to be seeing price fluctuations for these reprints around these numbers. Chase card number 5 is Star Liege Safer. Its lowest value on TCG Player is roughly $23 at the time of recording this video, and its RDT estimated value is roughly $12.55. Star Liege Safer also came out of Chaos Impact, and it is one of the better cards in a Link Dragon strategy, and also for most generic Dragon decks in general. It was one of the high chased after cards from Chaos Impact and has seen a ton of price fluctuations. Right now, again, it's at 23, but it has been much higher than that, I believe, like in the $40 range. So according to our estimated value using our retention rate, that's why this is number 5. Chase card number 4 is Pot of Extravagance. We literally just saw a reprint of this in Toon Chaos, and it also got a rarity upgrade as a collector's rare. So we have a collector's rare, a secret, and an ultra in the marketplace today. And actually, looking at the current value on TCG Player for the Toon Chaos ultra rare reprint, it's sitting at $33.99 right now. Using our rate, we could estimate a value of $18.55 for Pot of Extravagance. I actually feel this one could be fairly accurate unless they reprint it as a super rare. So if they reprint this as a super rare, I could probably see the value of this dropping maybe to $5 or less. But if it does come as an ultra rare again, I think this could be the potential value for Pot of Extravagance. It's interesting that even though it's already had a reprint, it's still sitting at high dollar marks at $34. And that's likely because it was one of the harder to get cards out of Toon Chaos still. Chase card number 3, the longly awaited reprint of Borreload Savage Dragon. Borreload Savage Dragon was the cover card from Savage Strike and is one of the best synchro generic negate monsters that's currently in the game, which is why this is such a highly sought after card. And beyond its release, I believe it may have even doubled in value in time, especially once we hit MR5. Its current value right now on TCG Player as the low is $44, and the estimated value is $24.02 using our value retention rate. Now guys, take into account that Borreload Savage Dragon came as an ultra rare in Savage Strike. So we very well could see a rarity bump of Savage Dragon up to a prismatic rare. And guys, I wouldn't hold it against Konami to reprint this in maximum gold as well. And there's a reason why I'm saying that, but I don't want to say it because it's going to give away one of the next cards that we're going to be going through in this list. But if that does happen and we get a gold rarity of Borreload Savage Dragon as well, that will continue to drop the reprint values of Savage Dragon. So definitely, if you guys are investing in this, I may consider selling Savage Dragon as soon as possible. Chase card number 2, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. So obviously there is no current price point in the marketplace for Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. And as you guys can see here, I have an estimated value of $33. So where the heck am I getting that? So another longly awaited card in the TCG was Crystron Halqifibrax. That was something that people said was going to completely change the meta, which it has. And I would say Red Eyes Dark Dragoon is very similar to that. Now, I also think that people thought Halqifibrax was going to be so much more value, but because it came out of Dual Overload as one of the ultra rares, because the entire Dual Overload set is ultra rares, its price point was only at $33 on the release of Dual Overload. So with that being said, with Red Eyes Dark Dragoon also being an ultra rare, so it's not highest rarity in the product, it is the original print, but considering all of the other reprints that we looked at, nothing else is at that $30 range yet. So I feel Red Eyes Dark Dragoon will definitely hit that threshold. And I think attributing it to Crystron Halqifibrax might be the safer thing to do. I do think it very well could be more than $33. It also depends on the ratios of how easy it is to pull him. But I think $33 is a safe value to put on Red Eyes Dark Dragoon based on similar cards that have come out in recent sets. All right, guys, so chase card number 1 for Megatins of Lost Memories. If you haven't guessed it already, it's Apollousa, Bow of the Goddess. Now, I don't think Apollousa will be the highest dollar card out of the Megatins, especially by the time Maximum Gold comes out, because we know Appaloosa is going to be reprinted with an alternate art in Maximum Gold. So once that happens, all of the value of the previous Prince Appaloosa, especially the one coming out of the Megatins, will go down in value. And we don't know if Appaloosa is going to come as a prismatic or ultra rare. It may not sit at this $38 range that I'm estimating. If it gets an ultra rare print, it may actually be at 30 or under. But because we're following this methodology for all of the cards in this analysis that we're putting together, the current price point for the secret rare of Appaloosa is $69.99, and its estimated value again is $38.20, making Appaloosa the #1 estimated, quotes on estimated, value in Megatins 2020. Some quick cautionary things to consider. We don't know what the rarities are. We don't know what the ratios are. Now, obviously that can very much change this top 10 list fairly significantly, but I think across the board, the value for this product is going to be roughly the same when it comes to what the top cards are and what their values are going to be, especially because this is a predominantly reprint set. So I don't see any cards hitting $50 plus, and if that happens, that's amazing, and that probably means the ratios were really bad and it was Red Eyes Dark Dragoon that was short printed. But other than that, I really don't see many cards going to the $40 threshold and beyond for the Megatins. Although I would say there should be a good spread of value across most of the top cards in this set to where you should be making your money back and then some fairly easily. And some positive things to consider that's not on this list are cards that are going to be getting rarity bumps potentially. So we don't know for sure, but some of the best candidates are all of the hero cards. We have Cross Crusader, we have all the Destiny hero cards. There's a ton of potential, and that's such a nostalgic archetype that they definitely could do rarity bumps there. Mystic Mine. Not a lot of people like Mystic Mine, but it only has a super rare, and Mystic Mine is definitely deserving of being a prismatic rare or even an ultra rare because of how irritating of a card that it is. And then also we have IP Masquerena. It came as an ultra rare out of Chaos Impact, and it was one of the more chased after cards. Now it does have a Starlight rare, but I could definitely see Masquerena as a prismatic, and I definitely think it should not be a super rare for what this card can do. Also Gallant Granite. And then we have Guard Dragons, Elpie, and Pisty. Those cards are only super rares, and they're basically required in most Link Dragon strategies. I could definitely see them getting rarity bumps. And then Time Thief. There's definitely more beyond this list, but I just wanted to give some examples of cards that we could see getting rarity bumps, which could change that rate ratio of what we could expect for what's gonna happen to the value of these cards. But again, I'm estimating an average value across the board from all the cards, which means there's going to be fluctuation depending on the card. All right, so let's quickly look over the data again, because I want to be able to prove the idea that based on all of these really good reprints, you should expect to at least break even or make profits if you invested in the Megatins. So here's the data that I put together to get these estimated values. As you can see, all the way down to Infinitrack Anchor Drill is where I built my top 10 list. But if you guys look here, the estimated value ranges from $38, $7.63, and then under the top 10 that I just went over in this video, we have cards at $6.50, $6.50, $6, $6, $5.87, and you can see it keeps going. And then if you continue down the line here, $4, $4, $4, $3, if you keep going, it takes a while before you start seeing cards under $1. So remember guys, we're gonna be getting 3 prismatics, 8 ultras, and 8 supers in every single Megatin. So with there being such a high opportunity with so many cards that have value above $1 and can reach all the way up to $38, I feel like the value could be spread so well in this product that it should be fairly easy to make money back. But we'll see. It's really gonna depend again on what are the rarities gonna be for this product and what are the ratios going to be. So guys, that concludes this video, but remember, I just mentioned what are the ratios going to be. One of the first ratio videos that's going to be released on the RogueDuelist Trade Patreon once it launches is going to be ratios on the 2020 Megatins. That video should release on Patreon at least one day before or the day of product release. And in addition to that, if you guys haven't had a chance to pre-order the Megatins, we are going to have 5 spots that are going to be available on the Patreon, and each of those spots can buy up to 2 cases of Megatins and all future product releases from the Megatins, starting with Phantom Rage. We will be skipping Rage of Raw just because it was simply too late for us to be able to include that in this Patreon. But again, with Megatons and then Phantom Rage and all products moving forward, anyone that is signed up on a Patreon tier that can buy product will be able to pre-order directly through the Patreon partnered with PPG. All right, guys, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you guys for stopping by. Keep an eye out for the next video. We'll see you there.